Alright, so working with curves in Illustrator can be a little complicated. You really need to understand your anchor points and your handlebars. So when I click one time in Illustrator, I create an anchor point. It's a square set up with a line that follows it. When I click again, I create a path. So the line between two anchor points is your path. Now, these anchor points are designed to create straight lines if left alone. Okay? If we don't leave them alone, let's say I click on one to make my first anchor point and then click again and hold my mouse down, I get these handlebars that come out. You want your handlebars to be fairly equal on both sides and to have a straight line. This creates the curve. Now you kind of need to know where you're going next in order to work these properly. So when I let go, I'll come over here and I'll create another curve and another curve and closing the shape, making my final curve. That'll give me my curved shape in general. Now if I look at a basic circle, I can see when I click on these anchor points that the handlebars are all equal around the sides. That's what gives it that nice smooth curve. So the smoother your handlebars, the better it can be. Remember that you can alter your handlebars using a couple of different tools. So I can come over here and let me just change this color so you can see it a little better. I can come over here. That didn't help anything. There we go. I can come over here and get my white arrow. And I can click on one side of this handlebar or the other. And I can manipulate it around. You want to try as best you can to keep your anchor points in a straight line. That's what's going to give you the good curve. If you click on these handlebars and you make a kind of a V shape, it'll make a mess. Now the other tool you can use is your anchor point tool underneath your pen tool. I can click on these handlebars and I can individually manipulate them. But you can see as I do that, I get this sharper point. Now, if I'm looking to make my McDonald's logo here, maybe that's a good idea. But most of the time, you're going to want straight, even curves. Okay? So play around with your curves, play around with click, hold, and drag, play around with your anchor point tool, and you'll get comfortable with this over time. But it does take some playing with to get comfortable with it.